Right outside of Lexington, in the heart of the horse capital of the world, is the Kentucky Horse Park. With beautiful landscape and premier equestrian competitions, the Kentucky Horse Park is at the center of Kentucky's equestrian industry. Near the entrance of the park are two statues of Man o' War and Secretariat, who are two of the most famous racehorses of all time. Unfortunately, there's a problem with the park. Not enough college students are coming and appreciating all that the park has to offer.
My favorite thing about coming to this park is I love the strides that it shows over there, how long the stride is, but I also just love the fact of the history, and that's why I think it's great for students to come out here now. At your age, you don't really think about the history of things as much as when you get older, and to come out here and to listen to them describe the things and talk about the things that these horses have accomplished, I think it would help in your knowledge as far as going forward, your knowledge of Kentucky and of horses and maybe other things as well.
Alright, so over here we have an exhibit showing the length, stride length of some famous racehorses. So from that pole there, over here is multiple stride length of John Henry, 24 feet, Secretary, 25 and a half feet, and Manuel, 20 feet. This kind of just shows you a little bit how long these racehorses stride for.
The Kentucky Horse Park has numerous museums for visitors to enjoy, which includes the American Saddlebred Museum, the Show Jumping Hall of Fame, and the Wheeler Museum. The most prevalent of these museums would be the International Museum of the Horse. The Smithsonian Affiliate Museum opened in 1978 in conjunction with opening of the Kentucky Horse Park. This museum is centered around 55 million years of history about the horse. While visitors explore the museum, they can see everything from racing trophies, priceless artifacts, historic carriages, and much more. Due to the International Museum of the Horse being the world's largest and most comprehensive museum, there are rows upon rows of books filled with knowledge about every type of horse breed. The library serves as an archive that is used for educational research by individuals around the world or for people that just want to learn more about the history of the horse. Current exhibits in the museum include The Making of a Champion and Legacy of the Horse. These exhibits focus on the goal of the museum, which is to show the significant impact that horses have had on human civilization, as well as the unbreakable bond that has been created between horse and man.
Since 1777, the land that the Kentucky Horse Park is settled on was originally owned by Patrick Henry as a land grant in the Kentucky Territory. This land has been passed through numerous different owners, each of whom has contributed to what the Kentucky Horse Park is today. From the beginning, the land has been used to breed horses for a variety of different disciplines, as well as producing many different breeds. Little by little, the park has expanded and added features that would appeal to horses, riders, and of course, their visitors. One main attraction is the Alltech Arena. Built in anticipation of the 2010 World Equestrian Games, the Alltech Arena is a state-of-the-art show jumping facility that hosts numerous international Grand Prix every year. Another main attraction, built all the way back in 1897, is the Big Barn. This was one of the largest horse barns ever built at the time, and it is still standing at the park today.
From the hush over the crowds during the dressage tests, to the sound of fans urging on horse and rider through the cross-country course, and to the blast of cheering after every clear show jumping round, this is the Kentucky Rolex 3-day event. The Kentucky Rolex 3-day event, or simply known as the Rolex, is the largest annual equine competition held at the Kentucky Horse Park. One of only 6 3-day events in the world that are ranked at the highest Olympic level, the Rolex is the first 3-day eventing competition of the year on the international calendar, held annually during the last weekend of April. The world's finest pairings of horse and rider converge on the Kentucky Horse Park to take on 3 challenging phases that test the team's control, connection, and commitment. Each team competes in 3 distinct equine disciplines: dressage, cross-country, and show jumping. Horse and rider must become one in order to demonstrate grace under pressure and courage in the face of demanding obstacles, which is why this sport is both exciting and breathtaking to watch. The first and third phase both take place in the Grand Rolex Stadium. No matter where you are seated, each and every angle surrounding the Rolex Stadium presents a fantastic view. Being encompassed by devotees of the event, one will never forget the Rolex experience. The first phase, dressage, is on Thursday and Friday due to the large number of entries. Dressage always begins an eventing competition and tests the horse and rider's harmony with one another through a series of set movements that will ultimately display complete precision, smoothness, suppleness, and obedience. The second phase, cross-country, is on Saturday, where horse and rider are tested to prove the necessary speed, endurance, and jumping ability over a variation of outdoor obstacles in order to have a fast and clean finish. Rounding out the competition is show jumping, held on Sunday. Show jumping consists of a course of brightly colored fences where the goal is to avoid knocking down any rails and to finish the course under a set time limit. All 3 phases exemplify how 2 different minds and bodies can truly work as one. The team with the lowest numeric dressage score, lowest number of faults, and the fastest time overall wins the competition. The Rolex is held every year at the Kentucky Horse Park because of the park's reputation as being one of the world's top equine competition facilities, and it truly lives up to that reputation.
Overall, the Kentucky Horse Park is one of the most serene, beautiful places in Lexington, with rolling hills and scenic views. Since it is so close to Lexington, it is easy to visit the park and escape a busy city life or a hectic school schedule just to relax and get away for even an hour. One of the main excuses that college students use for not visiting the park is that they want to be able to go somewhere close instead of far away, but really it's only 10 miles away. Guests can wander the park, looking at the horses, the museums, and learn not only about the history of the horse, but about the horses of today. So why not stop by and spend an hour or so wandering the park, petting the animals, and enjoying the Kentucky Horse Park and what it has to offer.